Let's just start with the hands on the knees, sit up straight. You can close your eyes or you can just stare at a spot and take your awareness inwards. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale it out through your mouth. 2 more times, in through your nose, out through your mouth. 1 more time, in through your nose, and out through your mouth. And now just breathe through your nose, even inhales and exhales. I'm going to put you on mute. Even breaths. And then on your next exhale, drop your chin down to your chest. On your inhale, take your chin up to the ceiling. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, chin to ceiling. 1 more time, exhale it down. Inhale it up. And then back to center and turn your head from one side to the other, inhaling in one direction and exhaling in the other. And come back to the center and tick-tock ears to your shoulders, inhaling to one side and exhaling to the other. And then take your head around in a circle. Inhale as your face goes up, and exhale as your face goes down. And then change directions. And then meet back in the middle and stretch your arms up as you inhale. Exhale, bring your arms down. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, bring them down. 1 more time, inhale up. Exhale down. This time, take your right arm up, inhale. And then exhale, lean over to the left. Just feeling a side stretch here. Make sure that the left shoulder isn't creeping up into your ear. Just bend your arm a little bit so it stays down. And then take this top arm in circles, breathing with it. And then change directions. And reach all the way over into that side stretch. Good, and then come back to the center, reach both arms up, inhale. Exhale, release the hands behind you just a little bit, and then puff out your chest and look up slightly. You squeeze the shoulder blades together, breathing in. Just be real gentle. If anything hurts, back away from it. Doesn't have to be a super big stretch. It can be small. You just focus on the breath. And then sit up and bring your left hand across to your opposite knee. and look over your back shoulder, rotating your spine. Breathe in, breathe out. Couple more breaths. Keep the stress out of the neck and the jaw. One more. And then release back to the center. Hands to your knees. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see my spine. Hands on your thighs, round your spine back, bring your chin to your chest and stretch your back muscles. And then on your inhale, go in the opposite direction. Take your chest forward, look up, pull the shoulders back. Inhale, and as you exhale, round the spine, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, take the chest forward, look up, shoulders back. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch the spine. And then remember, if it hurts, just make it smaller. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Little discomfort is okay. We just don't want it to be painful. One more time. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. And then come back to the neutral spine. We'll take the left arm up. Inhale, stretch up. And then exhale, lean over towards the right. We want to make sure we feel supported with this hand and that the shoulder is not creeping up into the ear. We're breathing deeply. Yep, arm circles. So stay in that side stretch. Breathe. And then change directions. Reach all the way over. Feel that side stretch. And come back to center. Reach both arms up. Inhale. Exhale, take the hands behind you. And gently puff out your chest. Look up slightly. And breathe. And then sit up straight and bring your right hand across to your opposite knee. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, turn to your left and look over your back shoulder. Keep the stress out of the neck and the jaw. And breathe deeply, consciously. If it hurts, back out a little bit. One more. And back to the center. Hands to your thighs. Again, round your spine, chin to your chest, stretch your back. Same thing we did just a moment ago. And then inhale, bring your chest forward, look up, arch the back, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch it forward. Exhale, round it back. One more time. Inhale it forward. And then come back to neutral. Sitting up straight. Take your right arm out to the side and across your chest. Use your other arm to pull that into your chest and feel a stretch through the back of the shoulder. And press those arms lightly against each other and keep the shoulders down and the spine straight and the breath deep and even. One more. And release. Take that same arm up. And then bend it. Use your other hand, bring it up and grab that elbow. And press your head back a little bit. Breathe in, breathe out. One more. And reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, rotate your wrists as you bring your hands all the way down. And then take your left arm out to the side. Bring it across your chest. Use your other arm to help pull it in gently. Shoulders down, chest lifted. Deep breaths. One more. And release. Take that same arm up and bend it. Your other hand comes up and grabs the elbow. And you press your head back a little bit. And breathe in and out. One more. And then reach your arms up. Inhale. Rotate your wrists in the opposite direction as you bring your hands all the way down. All right. And then bring the hands to the thighs. Make sure that the heels are underneath your knees so your shins are straight up and down. And then we'll lift the chest up, lengthen the torso out and down, and gently fold over your legs. Reaching the hands towards the feet or towards the floor. Letting your head hang. And take some deep breaths. If that feels like too much, I want you to bring your elbows onto your knees and then try to relax there into that stretch. Maybe as your body opens a little bit gradually, then you can start to bring your hands down the legs. Remember, discomfort is okay. We want to breathe through that. But if it's painful, we want to back away from that. Two more breaths. And then pull your belly button in to brace your core as you use your hands to help you roll up through your spine one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. And then we roll one shoulder back and the other shoulder back. And one shoulder back and the other shoulder back. One more time each side. And then we'll roll those shoulders forward. One at a time. Inhaling as you lift the shoulder. Exhale as you bring it down. Last one. And then sit up nice and tall. And then take your feet wider apart. So you stretch your legs out. You can adjust yourself in your seat a little bit if you need to, so you feel stable. But we've got our legs externally rotated here. And then bring your right elbow to your right thigh and stretch, or excuse me, your left elbow to your left thigh, and then stretch your right arm up and over. And then we'll bring it up to the center. Inhale, reach. Cactus arms, exhale here. So make a goalpost with your arms. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your right elbow to the thigh and side stretch, lean over. Come back to the center, reach both arms up, inhale, so connect to your core as you do this. Cactus the arms, goalpost, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left elbow to the thigh, lean over, side stretch. Come back to center on your inhale, reach both arms up. Goalpost, cactus arms, exhale. Reach up, inhale. Right elbow, right thigh, side stretch, exhale. Back to center, inhale. Cactus arms, exhale. We'll do it a couple more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left elbow to the thigh. Inhale, back to center, reach up. Cactus arms, exhale. Reach up, inhale. Right elbow to the thigh, exhale. Reach up, inhale. One more time each side, cactus arms, exhale. Reach up, inhale. Left elbow, lean. Back to center, inhale, reach. Cactus arms, exhale. Reach up, inhale. Right elbow to thigh, exhale. Come back to center, inhale, reach. Cactus arms here, and then we'll rotate one arm in and out. And then the other arm in and out. Try to keep your elbows about level with your shoulders, or if you're feeling tense in your neck, drop them a little bit lower. But we're just engaging through our rotator cuff here. Feeling the arm bone rotate in the shoulder socket, keeping that elbow at 90 degrees. Last one. And then reach out and bring your hands to your thighs. All right, so we want to make sure that the heels are underneath the knees here. We're going to use the hands to push the thighs out, and then bring this left shoulder down towards the midline and look behind you. And as you push your leg away, feel maybe a stretch in your groin. You might feel the stretch in your back. It just kind of depends on where your body takes priority here. So I feel it mostly in my back, but you might feel it elsewhere. As long as it's not painful. Remember, back away if it is. Come back to the center on your inhale. And then exhale, do it on the other side. Drop that right shoulder down a few inches, look behind you, and push the thigh away from you. So you're opening into the hip. Try not to put too much tension into your neck or your jaw. Breathe deeply and evenly. On your inhale, come back to the center. And then exhale, you can use your hands to close your legs. Maybe kind of jiggle your feet back to the center. Adjust your legs a little bit as needed. I'm sitting on a blanket, so that kind of, I need to adjust it. All right, so now we're going to strengthen the hip flexors. I'm going to lift one leg up and lower it down. And lift one leg up and lower it down. And do your best not to lean. And it's normal for this to feel hard because the muscles that are responsible for this, they get short and they get weak because we're always in this seated position, but we're not using them. So here we're turning those muscles on to help make them strong. And that's going to make our hips and our pelvis more balanced, more functional. It's a little bit of core work. This muscle is the deepest muscle in the body. Just a few more each side. Good. And then set your feet on the floor and let's round the spine back, chin to chest. And then arch the heart forward, gaze up, inhale. So it's a seated cat-cow. Exhale, round the spine, stretch your back. Inhale, arch forward. Exhale, take it back. And then bring it back to neutral. And let's take that left ankle and cross it over the right thigh. And if you might need to take this right leg and scoot it forward a little bit. If your hips are really tight, you might have to bring that right leg slightly lower so you're able to cross it. And then if it feels comfortable, then you can re-bend it and it will create a stretch in your hip. If you feel stress in your knee though, I want you to straighten that right leg out a little bit more. So again, if it feels okay in your knee, you're going to draw that right foot in, sit up nice and tall. And then flex your top foot, the leg that's on top. You're going to flare the toes towards the kneecap. So pointing is in this direction, flexing is in the opposite direction. And then tug the heel in towards your hip. Again, inhale, sit tall, and then exhale, hinge forward at your hip. So bring your belly button forward. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see my spine. We want to avoid this rounding over and instead keep this nice flat back and hinge from our hips, bringing the belly button forward and the low back forward. So feeling a stretch somewhere in the booty area, most likely. Take a couple more deep breaths. And notice if you're getting tense in your jaw or your neck, try to keep it relaxed there. And then bring your torso back up. Take that leg, uncross it, send it forward, maybe shake it out a little bit if you like, and then we'll switch to the other side. So we take our right foot on top of the left knee. Again, you might need to straighten your left leg out a little bit to make that cross happen. If it feels tight in your knee, you stay here. If it feels tolerable, like a good stretch, then you bend the left leg. Top leg, or we're going to flex the foot, so the opposite action of pointing. Pull that top heel in towards your hip, so it kind of has this effect of pulling you into your joint a little bit deeper. Inhale, lift your chest, keep your flat back. Exhale, hinge forward, bring your belly button forward. And breathe deeply. One more. And then bring your torso back up. Uncross that leg. You might want to shake it around a little bit, jiggle it out. Oh, all right, looks like we have 10 more minutes. So now I'd like you to come to a standing position with your hands on your bench or your chair. Kick these sandals off. And you can watch me first if you need to. We're going to be in this bent over position. We're going to bend this leg and take it out to the side. like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. You're lifting your leg up, out to the side, and down. You can keep your standing leg bent a little bit so it doesn't stress out your knee or your hamstrings. And so we're working the side booty muscle, and this is going to help with balance and stability for the hip. I can feel mine burning, but that's because I already taught Pilates today. I don't know if you can feel yours burning. You can let me know later. We'll do 3, 2, 1, and then set that foot down. And then walk your feet back so you can let your chest hang here and bend your knees a little bit. So you just feel a nice stretch in your shoulders. Let your head relax. Feel a stretch in your spine. Remember, if it hurts, don't make it as big, make it a smaller shape. One more breath. And then belly button pulls in for support as you start to shift your weight forward, walk your feet forward, and then squeeze your butt as you rise all the way up to stand. Yep, all the way up. Squeeze that booty. Roll your shoulders all the way back and down. All right, and then we'll switch to the other side. So I'll turn this way. Again, your heels are going to be underneath your booty. We bend the other leg and take it out to the side and down. Again, like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant, just lifting it and lowering it. And it's probably going to feel more difficult on this side because both sides are working. Your standing leg is balancing and stabilizing, and the other leg is lifting. So it's a dual-sided exercise. The second side is always harder. Almost there. Keep your standing leg bent a little bit so it's not so stressful on your hamstrings. And just make sure you're not putting too much weight in your wrists. And let's release that foot back down to the floor. Walk your feet back a little bit. Let your chest start to sag down. Bend your knees a little bit so your belly is supported by your thighs. Feel a nice stretch through the shoulders and the arms. Take some deep breaths. And then let's pull the belly button in for support. Start to shift your weight forward. Walk your feet forward. Squeeze your butt to rise up with a flat back. When you get to standing, roll your shoulders back and down. And we're just going to do one final hip stretch, and I think that's all we'll have time for. All right, so have a seat again. And then take your right leg and cross it over your left. So instead of doing the figure 4 shape, it's more like you're wearing a skirt. And then bring your left arm to your leg, and you're going to push against it a little bit as you look over your back shoulder. One more breath. And release. We'll switch sides. Left leg on top, thigh on thigh. And then right arm comes across to the outside of the leg. The other hand goes behind you. Inhale, sit tall, and then exhale, rotate to the left, look over your back shoulder. Keep the shoulders down. Breathe deeply. And release back to the center. Uncross your legs. And one more time, inhale, sit tall. Exhale, lengthen your torso out and down and just fold over your legs. Look for a nice stretch through your back. Again, you can come up higher if you need to. If it feels too stressful, rest your elbows on your knees. One more deep breath. And then pull your belly button in. Use your hands for support as you roll up through your spine. Roll your shoulders back and down. All right, bring your hands together at your heart. Rub those hands together. And place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Take a deep breath in. And out through your mouth. All right, excellent work. Thank you so much for joining me.